Let's see. Okay, we are going to start the class. Yesterday, Gia, Eric, Andrea, and another student had problems with the network, okay, with connection. Yesterday, we were talking about,
Mister, I don't have the camera on because our many diapositive connect connected.
okay, but
The
you
internet is
remember
very
the
slow.
other, remember the other that you have to try to keep your cameras on, right? Remember that I don't want to affect your points. I don't want to affect your points. But if you have problems, you have to try or to see how you have to fix.
Mister, I can make it because I got an dispositive that doesn't have audio or camera, but I got some headphones so I can talk. I got the audio.
Okay. So, Cesar, you have Caballeros del Zodiaco there. Seiya, you have Seiya there.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yesterday, as I was telling you, yesterday we were talking about the ancient, okay, the ancient civilizations. Yes. So we were talking about the Mayans, the Aztecs, and the Incas. Yes.
Yes.
And there were many interesting things like the beliefs, okay, the names of these kind of people, the calendar, the numbers, and all that interesting things. So there is someone who wants to remind something that I forgot from the as yesterday,
The Mayan number,
the Mayan.
the
Oh,
gods, the lot of gods.
Yeah.
what else we learned? What else?
That they do a ritual, the
That the
Mayan
Mayan,
numbers.
that
Yes.
Mayan was located in Mexico and
Mexico.
Mayans
Guatemala.
were located, we are going to say, since Guatemala, yes, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, I think so. But in Mexico were the Aztec,
Aztec,
right?
yes,
The
yes,
Aztec. Remember the
yes.
video, the Aztecs. And South America, in South America,
Inca, Inca,
what kind of group we will find?
Inca, are
The
Inca.
Inca, the
The,
Inca.
the Incas. Okay. Do you remember the name of the city we saw in the video? That I told you that Cusco, La Locura del Emperador are
Machu Picchu, Machu Picchu,
Machu Picchu.
Machu
Machu
Picchu.
Picchu. Okay,
Machu
Machu Picchu.
Picchu.
It's
Machu Picchu, Machu Picchu,
it's a funny name, right?
Machu Picchu.
It's a funny
Yeah.
name.
Machu Picchu, Machu Picchu, Machu Picchu.
Yeah, Machu
Machu
Picchu.
Picchu, Machu
It's a
Picchu.
funny name. It's a funny name. So, and then we were talking about the dynasty names of. Do you remember the name I told you about the Mayans in Honduras? One name. Do you remember the name?
The rabbit, someone like
The rabbit. The
Arabic.
rabbit woman
the
and the
rabbit,
rabbit man.
mister.
I say 18 conejo.
Uh-huh.
That
Yes,
is a
yes,
name.
yes, yes, yes.
That is the name of one of the king, the Mayans king. 18 conejo. And the other is Jack. Jack Cookmo. Jack Cook.
Jack.
Jack Cookment.
Jack Hookmo. Yeah. This is
Jack.
another name of
That is really, really weird.
yeah, one king of the Mayans. So, and what happened? Was normal to kill one to the other?
Yes, because was a
Yes.
ritual.
Sorry?
Was a ritual.
They have ritual and was normal to kill one to the other, right? And what they think when they see the sun? What they think?
That was a god.
That was a god.
That there was a God. And that Aaron asked yesterday if they have another gods? Or what was your question about the universe, Aaron?
They or a lot of gods or only one?
Uh-huh. If they pray a lot of gods or only one? Or another question you asked me yesterday, if the Mayan know about other planets. Yes, that is the other question you asked me yesterday about the Mayans, Inca, and the Aztec. If they know something about the stars, for example, they use the star, they use the sun. Let me tell you that they use the sun to know the time. If there is morning, afternoon, or
Like a
night.
clock. Like a clock.
Yeah, like a clock, exactly. So obviously the night, obviously you see the moon, right? Obviously they know when the night is. So they think that the moon was a what? Another
A
god.
god,
Uh,
the
the sun
soil,
was
the
another
water,
god.
the rain,
The rain, the soil.
Yeah.
flowers.
Plants.
Yeah, yeah. There were many things that they think about everything around them. Okay, they didn't know that there were another people in other places, for example. Yeah, but let me ask you something. Have the people found, the rest of these people?
What, mister? I don't hear you.
Have the people found rest or bones about these people? No, it's a
Yes,
question. Yes or
yes.
not?
I think
I
that
told
yes.
you yesterday, I told you yesterday that it was a mystery because no one have nothing about the Mayans, only the cities and the things that they do, but not the people. Nobody knows about the people. Cecilia, what is that question?
What, mister? What
Too
question?
well. Cecilia asked me something in Spanish. I'm not going to answer. Okay, so let's see. And today, so do you have another question about yesterday?
No,
About the
because I
Mayans?
don't know.
About the Mayans? The
No, mister.
calendar? What's it?
No.
No? Sure?
I have. Me no.
No. Okay, so now
No, I have one question, mister.
you have one question. Tell me.
Where did the Mayan live?
Where?
Maybe.
The houses, not the
Kill
houses, the houses.
or how do you say Techi Ilan, algo así.
No?
In caves or what?
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
I have the map, mister.
And I want you to write the ancient civilization.
Oh,
Ancient.
Civilization. Okay. You are tired, right?
Yeah.
yes.
I know. I'm tired too. Vocabulary to learn. Write down vocabulary.
Mister,
In
Yeah.
the A of
one day,
vocabulary.
yesterday, I think, in the book of spelling,
Yeah.
it has the like a dictionary.
A dictionary.
Yes, we always have a dictionary.
You have a dictionary.
Yeah, we always have it. I remember.
Okay, so let's write down the vocabulary. Okay,
Wait a minute.
key grades.
My grade is easy,
One.
mister.
Sorry.
My grade is easy.
Okay, we have a grade.
I
Okay.
want to sleep. To rest.
No, I too. I am quit.
The grade also.
Mister, but you is easy because you're in a computer, not writing.
It's not the same.
Oh, it's not the same.
No, because you only do that.
You only.
Disclosure. You know that everything that I have to be investigating to give this class. No?
Oh, that is easy.
Okay, and then you are going to teach class today.
No, mister.
What do you mean?
No, Mr. That is very difficult.
Civilization. We have
Civilization. It's easy, mister.
irrigation. Very good. Okay,
Irrigation.
so
Irrigation.
now,
Ouch.
got it? You finished?
Wait.
Wait, mister.
Wait a second. Civilization.
We have to put the meaning, Mister.
No,
No, we don't have to put.
we don't have it.
Mister, why in all the class you write a vocabulary?
Because we need.
Okay, we have the word migrate, culture, hunter-gatherer, agriculture, irrigation. Okay, so everybody finished?
Yes, Mister.
Yes.
No, mister.
Mister, can you let me a little second? I will come back in 1 minute.
Hurry up. Okay, so when I am talking about the ancient civilization, what do you think? What do you think? Ancient civilization. Remember that there were people, the first people, that
Who live in the world?
they were to say that in Europe, I think, right? In Europe.
Mister, I can hear you because there are a lot of noise.
Now you can hear me?
I finished to copy the.
Now you can hear me? Yes, okay, so in order to understand what I'm talking
I finished to copy, Mister.
to write down, okay, in order to
finished the copy.
understand what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you a video.
Mister, no había terminado de copiar.
Don't worry, only we are going to see this video, watch this video, let's pay attention, and later we will continue writing down, okay? Okay, let me share the sound. Okay.
America. They say it's this guy. But he wasn't even the first European. This guy was. But when they both got here, there were already people in America.
I have a question. Who is Christopher Columbus?
Is who
The
discovered
man
Colombia.
that who
What
Discovered
did
Colombia.
Christopher
that
Columbus?
he wants species like pepper.
The question is, was Christopher Columbus the first man that visited these Americas?
Yes,
Or there were people before?
it was the first, I think.
Yes and no. I don't know, mister.
Yes and
Because
no.
it's
How
the
is that?
civilization.
Yes.
Mayan and
How
I
is
is
Like that.
How is that answer? Yes or not?
Yes,
I don't know.
Okay, listen my question. Was Christopher Columbus the first man, or the first man in the Americas, or before there were another people?
Yes, there were.
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no.
It was the before.
When
It was
Christopher,
the first.
the question is, when Christopher Columbus arrived to America, there were people,
Yes.
or he was the only man?
No.
There
Who was the
people
second?
before,
There
right?
were people.
It was the before.
Exactly. Okay, let's continue watching the video.
So who were these first Americans? So if the first Americans weren't some Spanish conquistador or Viking wandering the world, who were they really? Well, it turns out they
Everybody paying
looked much
attention?
more like people like this, which many people today might call a caveman. But they weren't really cavemen. What you would call them is a hunter-gatherer, which means they do exactly what they're
What is hunter-gatherer? What is hunter-gatherer?
Is that man that don't have clothes and a large hair
Not
that
exactly.
live in the caves?
Grace is sleeping.
Gracie. Gracie is with is in the bed, mister.
Okay, a gather or hunter-gatherer is a way to live. Okay, is one. Um, yes, is the way one person live, right? Or eat or live. For example, as you can see, they use this kind of clothes. Yes. So let's continue watching the
their
video.
name suggests here, which means they hunt and they gather things to survive. And they didn't live over here in America at all. In fact, they lived originally in what you would call Eurasia. So the part where Europe and Asia connect, being one giant landmass, would be Eurasia.
Okay, where they live? Where they live?
In America.
No,
In the cave?
in a cave.
No.
I know, mister, I don't know.
In Europe, and what is the other?
New and no, and
You
new.
say Europe and listen.
Eurasia. So the part where Europe and Asia
Asia,
Eurasia.
Europe and Asia, and Asia,
Asia.
Europe and Asia,
Eros in Asia.
and Asia, Europe,
Europe.
Europe,
Europe.
one giant
Europe.
landmass would be Eurasia.
Where is
And they would
Europe?
come
Is Europe in this side?
No.
no,
It's in this. It's in this.
In
It's
this
in the
one?
other.
No.
no,
In this one.
no,
What is that, Eric? Yeah, I feel already. You don't have the answer?
You are invented.
Yes, you're guessing. So, no, Europe is in this side, guys. So, I want you to pay attention in this. You are going to understand how the people arrived to Americas, okay? So, let's pay attention in this side, okay? Let's pay attention.
to America about 40,000 years ago. So as a hunter and gatherer, what they would do is just be searching all the time for food. They would wander all over Eurasian area looking for food and shelter and all the things they needed to survive. And eventually they get to a location right here. And as you can notice, getting across to America would be a little bit difficult.
How do you think? Okay, I want you to see this man. I want you to see it. He doesn't have nothing. Okay? He doesn't have nothing. Yes? Now, how do you think they moved to Americas? To the Americas?
They will cut trees to
Yes,
go
yes. And
How do
travel the ocean to the,
swimming or
Okay,
swim.
you think that they travel through the ocean? They travel to the ocean in a boat. Yes or not? How do you think?
I think that
yes,
How,
or he will
how
go
do
in
you think
swimming.
they move from Asia to America? How?
in a boat, I think.
In a
Or
boat.
can swim or can found a size of
Okay, let me tell
rocks
you.
royal to pass.
Let me tell you that this part, and I'm signing here, is Canada, right?
Yep.
And this side, on this side, we have the Antarctic. And the Antarctic is covered of ice. Yes?
Yes.
All of this part. Yes? Then they didn't use a boat, as you say.
No, he will
Pass
pass.
the ice.
They pass
Yeah,
by
but
walking,
running.
walking
It's
in the
obviously.
ice. Okay? They call this part betting hole. Okay? So now we are going to continue watching the video.
It would require either boats or what we call today the Bering Strait Land Bridge.
Sandwich. Okay?
So let's take a look at the Bering Strait. What we're talking about is the waterway between Asia.
Okay, you see this part here? This part is that I told you was covered of ice. They didn't need it. They didn't need a boat in order to pass the other side. They were walking, yes, and they call this place the Bering Bridge. Yes, the Bering Bridge. Okay, let's continue watching.
Asia and America. So a strait is just a small piece of water that are going through places. Here's another one here that is going between. Here's another one going between two pieces of land. These would be straits where a small piece of water can be passed through, separating two land masses. Now, this is the Bering Strait up here at the top between Alaska and Asia, and it was unpassable unless you had boats. So like I said before, I'm going to put boats here. They would need boats or what we call the land bridge. Now a land bridge is possible between the two if you are talking about a time period known as the Ice Age.
Okay, the ice.
So let's take a look at the Ice Age here. I'm going to write.
As you can see here, all of this is covered of what?
Ice.
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 And then
Whoa.
this was called the H ice. Right?
The land bridge. The land bridge.
That one more time for you. Ice Age. During an ice age, the polar caps, so up here like in the North Pole, for example, they would grow. There would be more and more ice and snow, and they would continue to move further south than they normally are. And whenever you have ice build like that, you have lower ocean level. So the ocean level begins to drop, which means more and more land is growing between two pieces of land. For example, whereas the Bering Strait used to be here, there now is covered in ice, and I could walk across. Or before, where I could take a boat across, I don't have to go across the ocean. I can just follow
Okay, these arrows show how they pass to the other side. Okay,
a boat along the ice, hunting. And eventually, as you can see, you would wind up in America. So let's bring our hunter-gatherer back into the picture. Let's say he lives in Asia and he's wandering around hunting and gathering for most of his life. And eventually they get over to here, and now when they get here, they're no longer stopped by the Bering Strait. They can technically walk across, or later with canoes, other people can canoe across the ocean line, and they eventually are in America, and they would populate and go all the way down to the south. These people right here would be the first Americans.
okay. You see it? Okay, what you learn? When the video,
That
I say you that
they
Columbus
don't
and
that they don't
and then
that they don't use boats to pass to the under
The ocean.
The ocean. They
Yeah.
use their own
They, yeah.
yes, and then Christopher Columbus was the first one to pass to the Americas.
no, I
No.
I
What's the
learned that
second? What's the
that was
first?
not the first.
They were the yes, when Christopher Columbus arrived, there were people. Yeah,
Yes.
there were people. There already were people. Okay, so let's write down here. Okay, you know how the people crossed to the Americas, right? So let's write down. People You want I dictate to you? That's it? Yes? Okay. I'm going to dictate. You have to be able to write down, okay?
No,
Why not?
because no,
No,
Guys,
no.
Mister, yes, it's
no.
dictate but move to all, and that they don't have to open the.
Do you want I dictate or I write? What do you want?
Right,
Dictate,
right,
dictate, dictate.
Right,
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 right, right.
No, dictate. No, me.
right.
People have not always writing. People are not always on a continent. They move it in different places. In the continent of North, only we have 10 minutes. North and South America. America.
I have finished.
Scientists say that about 15,000 years ago, comma, people began to travel. Began to travel. Here, translation. Yes, many Native Americans have different ideas about how people first came to live on this continent.
Finish.
Finish? Okay,
Wait,
that is why I asked you at the beginning, how do you think people arrive to the Americas? Right? Because nowadays people have different ideas about how people first came to live on this continent. Okay? Lots of people think that Christopher Columbus was the first man who arrived here. Yeah, in the 1542.
not yet finished.
Yeah. But when Christopher Columbus arrived the Americas, you know that in the
There
Olympiad,
was another people.
Finish, Mister.
And Lempira too.
Mentira was living here. Okay. Mentira was living here. You finish?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
No, mister. Voy por lo último. Not
Um,
America.
I finished, mister.
You finish?
So before Cristobal Colon, there was a lot of people living in.
Yes.
Christopher
Yeah.
Columbus. No, Cristobal.
Yes,
Okay, Cristobal
Christopher
Colon in
Columbus.
Spanish, but in English, Christopher Columbus. And just let me tell you that Christopher Columbus wasn't Spanish. Christopher Columbus was Italian. Yes. But nobody believed in him. And then Christopher Columbus went to the king in Spain to ask for a ship in order to come here in the Americas. Yeah? Okay. So let's see. What is a dwelling? You know what is a dwelling?
What?
This word, dwelling,
They were linked. No.
dwelling, you know? Okay.
Dwelling.
Dwelling is a kind of house where the first man lived. So it says, draw what you think. You are going to draw a dwelling in that time. You are going to draw how do you think they live? How were the houses? Okay? You got it? What you have to do?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
right now you have
You
exactly
have to send you, mister.
4 minutes we have.
you have 4 minutes exactly to draw. Use your imagination. How is
minutes.
the dwelling for that people on that time? Use your imagination. It can be covered of the skin of the animals, or is a house made of trees? Is a house made of the leaf of the tree? I don't know. I don't know. Or is a dwelling made of
I finished, Mr. To copy.
yes, everything
I think that is like made of rocks.
made of rocks?
Yes, I think.
Is another question that people ask?
Mister.
If if the dinosaur
I finished, mister.
what do you
To
think
draw.
what do you think about the dinosaur? Exists or did not exist? Or didn't exist, sorry. Existed or didn't exist?
Existed.
Mister will have to send picture.
Yes, you have to make one drawing.
No.
Use your imagination about how it was.
We have to send
You have
us
to
the
send it
picture.
the platform.
No.
No.
This is a class word.
Last year. Okay.
80.
2 minutes.
My
Use
drive
your
is horrible.
imagination to draw the drawing. Do you remember what is hunter gatherer?
Terminé mi finish, mister.
English, it's English. finish everybody?
No, mister.
No, okay.
Finishing.
Only we have 1 minute and
Finish, mister.
the meeting is going to,
I already finished, mister.
okay?
Look, mister.
Nice. Okay,
I finished to draw, mister.
okay, very good. Okay, see you tomorrow. Don't forget to send your words, okay?
Bye, mister.